This video suggests an approach for your first steps once you have started your TRS exam and the timer has begun to count down. You have 3 hours plus an additional 15 minutes reading time to complete the exam, and the suggested steps should take no more than the first 15 minutes, leaving you with at least the full 3 hours to complete the question requirements. It's important to remember that this is your exam, and you should make sure you have a strategy that works for you to effectively complete the exam in the time allowed. Here on the initial screen, you can see the list of exhibits that are available on the left-hand side of the screen, as well as the requirements and response options. Time management is critical to exam success, and allocating appropriate time to each requirement in advance will help you keep to time. Whilst you can attempt the requirements in any order, we recommend answering in numerical order. And so, if we start answering question 1 after the 15 minutes reading time, the timer will show 3 hours remaining. You therefore have 1.8 minutes per mark available, and as question 1 is 40 marks in total, you have 1.8 times 40, which is 72 minutes to complete it. At this point, the timer would show 1 hour and 48 minutes remaining. You can use the scratch pad to jot down these timings. Questions 2 and 3 are both 30 marks, and you should therefore allocate each 54 minutes. This means the timer should show 54 minutes remaining when the allocated time for question 2 runs out. You could also split the time allocation for question 1 down further. Question 1A is 22 marks, and so should be allocated 40 minutes, and the timer would show 2 hours, 20 minutes remaining at the end of this time allocation. Now let's turn our attention to the exam content itself. Here is an overview of exhibits and their descriptions. These contain the information you'll need to answer the requirements. Notice how the overview matches the list of exhibits on the left of the screen. So Exhibit 1 is the pre-scene role simulation material, and Exhibit 7 is the expansion plans. This consistent terminology is deliberate and is intended to make it as easy as possible for you to locate the information you need to answer the requirements. The first 3 exhibits in the list are the pre-scene information. You should be familiar with these, but you can open them up to see how they look within the exam environment and also to move them to where you think they will be best positioned on your screen. If you wish, you can do the same for the other exhibits to give you a feel for the unseen content. But the next step is to review the requirements and get set for answering them. Each requirement is likely to be split into multiple parts, which need to be answered either in the word processor or spreadsheet response option. To help you, the response options have been split into sections, and some pro formas have been included to help you structure your answers effectively. To help minimize the number of windows open at any one time, and also to ensure that you answer the specific requirements that have been set, you can copy and paste the requirements to the response options. We recommend doing this for the requirements that are answered in the word processor, but not the spreadsheet. This is because each pro forma in the spreadsheet already has a title that links back to the requirements. Here I am demonstrating copying across requirements 1A2 and 1A3 using Ctrl+C to copy and Ctrl+V to paste the text. And here's my completed word processor response option with all requirements copied over, which only took a few minutes. It's now time to start planning and completing your answers.